Good morning, students. We are going to start with the next topic, evaporation. What is evaporation? Evaporation is the process of changing of liquid into vapors at any temperature. We'll go with the definition. The phenomenon of the change of a liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. So evaporation is the change of liquid into the vapor at any temperature below its boiling point. Suppose take some water in the beaker and keep it in the sun. After 5 to 6 hours, what you will see? The water level in the beaker has come down. Where does the water has gone? The water has changed from liquid state to the vapor state below its boiling point. This is called evaporation. Suppose your mama washes the clothes and dries it in the sun. After some times, what will happen? The clothes get dry. So the water present in the cloth, where does it has gone? It has taken the heat from the surroundings and changed into the gaseous state. So this is evaporation. So evaporation is the process of change of a liquid into the vapor at any temperature below its boiling point. See, we are using below its boiling point. That is evaporation. So next, what are the factors affecting the evaporation? Which factors affects the evaporation? Like surface area. If you take the water in a beaker and a water in a small glass, the water which is present in the bowl gets evaporated fast, changes into the gaseous state than the glass, because the surface area is more and the surface area is less. So evaporation is the surface phenomena. The water particles which are present on the surface of the water take the heat from the surroundings. Heat is taken up. So when they take the heat from the surroundings, it changes into the gaseous state. So evaporation is a surface phenomena. Evaporation is a surface phenomena, that is, only the particles on the surface of the liquids get converted into the vapor. Thus, greater the surface area, more is the rate of evaporation. That means evaporation is directly proportional to the surface area. Suppose if we take a tea or a milk in a saucer and a cup, which will become more cool, the tea in the saucer or tea in the cup? Okay, the tea in the saucer, because it will take the heat from the surroundings and get converted into the gaseous state, as evaporation is a surface phenomena. Take one more example. Take one towel or a bed sheet. Your mama washes your towel or a bed sheets and dry the bed sheets in the sun. She opens the bed sheets and then dry. If she folds the bed sheets and then get it dry, then which will dry faster? The bed sheet which has larger surface area or the bed sheet with the smaller surface area? The bed sheet with the larger surface area will dry fast, because evaporation is a surface phenomena. Next, second factor, temperature. With the increase in the temperature, more number of particles get enough kinetic energy to go into the vapor state. So evaporation is directly proportional to the temperature. That means temperature, if the temperature is more, then evaporation is faster. See, In summers, the clothes dry faster than in winters. Why? In winters, the temperature is less, whereas in summers, the temperature goes nearly to 40 degrees centigrade. So, evaporation is fast when the temperature is high. When the temperature is less, nearly 10 degrees centigrade, then the evaporation process becomes slow. So, evaporation is directly proportional to temperature. Next, third, humidity. Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the air. If the amount of water in the air is already high, then the rate of evaporation is decreases. That means evaporation is inversely proportional to humidity. What is humidity? Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere. So, amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere is called as humidity. If the atmosphere contains the water vapor, then how the evaporation will take place? Suppose in a rainy day, if after a rain shower, what will happen when you try to dry the clothes will not dry, because in the atmosphere the water droplets are present. So when you try to dry the clothes, the evaporation does not take place because atmosphere is already filled with the water vapor. So evaporation decreases when there is a humidity. So evaporation is inversely proportional to the humidity. Last, wind speed. Wind speed. With the increase in the wind speed on a windy day, try to dry the clothes. When the winds will move, they take the water vapor along with them. So increase in the wind speed, evaporation will be more. Why? Because they take along the water particles, along with them. With the increase in the wind speed, the particles of the water vapor move away with the wind, decreasing the amount of water vapor in the surroundings. So evaporation is directly proportional to the wind speed. Now, evaporation causes cooling effect. Why the evaporation causes the cooling effect? During evaporation, only the liquid particles have the high kinetic energy. They leave the surface of the liquid and get converted into the vapor. See, if you take water in a bowl, what will happen? They take the heat from the surroundings. They are taking the heat from the surroundings. Heat is taken up by the water particles which are present on the surface. When taking the heat, what happened? Their kinetic energy increases. When their kinetic energy increases, they have to leave the surface and they have to go into the vapor state. So, they have to convert into vapor state. Then what will be the average kinetic energy of the remaining particles? The average kinetic energy decreases and hence it causes cooling. Means there is a fall in the temperature which causes the cooling effect. Once again we are going to see, during evaporation only the liquid particles have high kinetic energy and they leave the surface of the liquid, gets converted into the vapor state. As a result, the average kinetic energy of the remaining particle of the liquid decreases and hence the temperature falls. Thus, evaporation causes a cooling effect. Clear? Now, some examples that causes the evaporation, cooling. Some examples of cooling caused by evaporation in our daily life. Okay, first, why do we wear cotton clothes in summer? Because we know that the cotton clothes are good absorber. In the summers, we sweat. So what will happen when you wear the cotton clothes? It absorbs the sweats from our body. So when it absorbs the sweat, what will happen? The cloth which is exposed to the air, it takes the heat from the surroundings and the sweat evaporates. So when the sweat evaporates, as a result, our body feels cool and comfortable. So we wear cotton clothes in summers. We'll see the answer. During the summer, we sweat a lot we know that cotton cloth is good absorber of water. It absorbs the sweat from the body and exposes it to the air. Due to increase in the surface area, sweat evaporates by absorbing heat energy from the body and the cotton clothes. As a result, our body feels cool and comfortable. Cotton clothes are good absorbers, so they absorb the sweat from our body, and when they absorb the sweat, the sweats get evaporated in the surroundings, which helps our body to feel cool and comfortable. Next, why do we see water droplets on the outside of the gas tumbler containing ice cold water? Because of condensation. This is due to the reason that the water vapor present in the air on coming in contact with the cold surface of the glass loses energy and get condensed or get converted into the liquid state. So we see as a water droplets. So why do we see water droplets on the glass containing ice cold water? Because of condensation. Clear? Next question. Why do we sprinkle water on the roof or open ground in the summer? Because water, it takes the heat from the ground, and then what will happen? Water, when you sprinkle water on the ground, it takes the heat from the ground. On taking the heat, the water gets evaporated. So when the water gets evaporated, it becomes cool and we feel comfortable. The water evaporates by absorbing the heat from the ground and the surroundings. By losing the heat, the ground becomes cool and the people feel comfortable. Very important question. Why does the desert cooler cool better on a hot, dry day? In-text question. This is the in-text question of page 10. A hot, dry day means that the temperature of the atmosphere is high. Dry day means the temperature is high, humidity is less. When temperature is high and humidity is less, then the rate of evaporation will be more. So this produces a cooling effect. Only two reasons. Dry day means temperature is high and humidity is less. When temperature is high, humidity is less, then evaporation will be more. It produces a cooling effect. How does the water kept in the earthen pot become cool during the summer? Same reason. Because due to the earthen pot contains small holes. Due to the small holes present on the walls of the earthen pot, the water comes out slowly. It evaporates. When the water comes out slowly, it takes the heat and it gets evaporated. The heat energy needed for evaporation is taken from the water kept in the earthen pot. As a result, water kept in the earthen pots become cold. Again, we are going to repeat. Due to the small holes present in the walls of the earthen pot, the water comes out slowly. It evaporates. The heat energy needed for the evaporation is taken from the water kept in the earthen pot. As a result, water kept in the earthen pot becomes cold. Why does our palm feel cold when we put some acetone or petrol or perfume on it? Acetone, petrol, perfume, these kind of substances have the low boiling point. When you keep these substances on hand, they take the heat from our palm and changes into vapor state. Clear? When they changes into the vapor state, then evaporation takes place. Evaporation always causes a cooling effect. These solvents have low boiling point. When these are put on the palm, they quickly evaporates. The energy needed for the evaporation is taken from the palm. As a result, the palm feel cold. Why are we able to sip hot tea or milk faster from the saucer than the cup? Because saucer have the larger surface area than the cup. If they have the larger surface area, evaporation will be more. When the evaporation will be more, it causes a cooling effect. When a hot tea or a milk is placed in a saucer rather than a cup, the surface area of the liquid increases. As a result, evaporation occurs faster and the tea or the milk becomes little cooler more quickly than when these liquids are kept in the cup. In other words, we are able to sip hot tea or a milk faster from the saucer rather than the cup. What type of clothes should we wear in summer? We should wear cotton clothes in summer. We have done this question as the first question. So same answer should be written here. So today we are going to end our topic and our session here. Thank you.